first down leaves them with second and short. He'll run it again. And the Wildcats brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll come out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. On target. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Arizona!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Malone Stadium, but they've struggled to really pull away. They are up by 7 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch in bounds right on the sideline. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the mix of those big boys.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He's right on target. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. A first down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll leave it with the lone back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, the receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
On second down, he's looking downfield. A little screen to the running back. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Arizona in a hurry. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He's at the 30. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of being decision-making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snagged in the middle, it's Bird. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. Those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because they're...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown tie.
One thing this team has shown early this year is not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Finds the tight end. On the move at the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll just keep slinging it. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. And they got him for the sack. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tide offense rolls onto the field. On the ground with the counter. Nice move to keep moving. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it as a 29.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you.
And the pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Arizona right back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Slams ahead. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the secondary.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Myers on the move. He's got it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The RPO, it's complete. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the route is on. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Tech has just had no answers today. You should see what Yellow Jacket greats like Calvin Johnson are saying on social media right now. Talk about unhappy. They're trailing by 18 to Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Catch in the middle, it's Bass. At the 35, he's open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Man, you think you've got the defense reeling. You just hit them with a big one. You're going to do it again, and instead, sack.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity, too, because you deliver the haymaker the play before. You got your opponent on the ropes. You're swinging for the fences on the next play, trying to deliver the...
Grabs it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Snap in the shotgun. Getting some heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
On that two-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up two-point conversion.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Fair catch, called for and made. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. It's a reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defense did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll throw one to his right. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
What a great job by the backside of the defense staying home. A lot of time the run looks like it's going the other direction. What happens? You start to chase. Nope. These guys stayed home and played their assignment, and that's why they had success.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. The ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Makes a move. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down here at the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Quick completion on the out route. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Lets it go. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Great example of how a 2nd half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final play of the quarter coming. Going up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Bird. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. First down to start the drive after the break.
3:25.
They believe they can run right here. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the move. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
They got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Trying to run, it's Finn. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're looking for an advantage to the right. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll leave it with him. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to throw. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Arizona! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the 4th quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Guard in the backfield. It's Finn. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide out in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket at the start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Makes the grab. It's Bass.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with the W.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good game before the stop is made. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Yeah, and they've had a day. And it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better